Hey guys, it's the Miraculous Show. Today we'll be talking about Chloe Bourgeois. I want to quickly mention we get our sources from the Miraculous Wiki fandom.
We are going to start doing shout outs. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Whoever comments first will be mentioned in our next video. Leave a message that you want to show everyone and we'll display it.
Today's shout out is Anya Roy, who has left this comment for us. It says, "Love your videos, I'm a super fan." We just wanted to say that thank you so much, Anya. This was also on our Kwame video. If you guys don't know, it's one of our best favorite videos. So make sure and go and watch that if you haven't already.
We'll link it in the description down below.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned and subscribe. So let's get on to the video.
Chloe's overbearing. She is vain, rude, selfish, spoiled, arrogant, self-centered. Sometimes Chloe Bourgeois, known as Queen Bee, is one of the protagonists and on and off anti-hero turned major antagonist of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. In Anti-Bug, after Ladybug ignores her suggestions on how to beat Vanisher and calls her a liar, she's infected by an Akuma by Hawkmoth and becomes Anti-Bug, a supervillain that has the same outfit and same abilities as Ladybug.
In Style Queen, after Ladybug lost the Be Miraculous that she wanted to entrust to all yesterday, Chloe found the Be Miraculous, and when the Miraculous was inhabited by pollen, became the Queen Bee. Queen Bee in French version, a bee-themed superhero who helped Ladybug and Cat Noir during particularly difficult missions in the second season and 3.
Later in Queen Wasp, a failed attempt at trying to impress her mother, Chloe is once again akumatized by Hawkmoth and becomes Queen Wasp, a wasp-themed superhero. In Mayura, during the fight with Scarlet Moth, Queen Bee is re-akumatized into Scarlet version of Queen Wasp.
As of Miraculous, Ladybug will no longer call upon Chloe to be Queen Bee due to the risk of her identity being public knowledge places upon both Chloe and her family.
In Heart Hunter, after being passed over too many times by Ladybug and Cat Noir, and Ladybug and at Hawkmoth's manipulations, Chloe gets akumatized into Miracle Queen, a villain who can control miraculous holders, where she is set in motion for Hawkmoth's elaborate mortal plan.
In Miracle Queen, after being deakumatized by Ladybug and losing both her army of superheroes, the Miracle Box, and the Be Miraculous, Chloe becomes bitter towards Ladybug and claims she will no longer be her fan and friend, being then explained for good from the French Miraculous superhero team.
In Queen Banana, after being removed from the movie Terrificator and having her half-sister be the main character, Chloe is akumatized and amokatized by Shadow Moth into Queen Banana, a banana-themed supervillain, and her emotions from the banana-themed gorilla scent monster.
By the way, amokatized is, the amok, the feather. Anyway, Chloe is a bossy, arrogant, and superficial girl who does everything in her power to crush and humiliate the other students, especially Marinette. She thinks highly of herself and lowly of others, as she believes that she deserves everything and takes pride in her rich lifestyle. She believes that she is the most important person in the world and everyone adores her. But the real reason is why she acts like this is because her father is the mayor of Paris, constantly spoils her by giving her everything she wants, while she felt unevolved by her mother, who was distant, forgetting Chloe's name.
If there's something that she wants, like attention or revenge, Chloe will do anything, including underhanded actions, to succeed. She steals Marinette's derby hat designed to humiliate her and impress Adrian and Gabriel Grass, and threatens Mr. Damocles in punishing Ollie Cesare by calling her father. Chloe rarely treats any of her peers respectfully, and by acting bossy and overbearing to her best friend, Sabrina Rancompre, and claims to her mother that she's just using the former. Her sour attitude comes across openly to whatever and whoever she despises, but will sometimes pretend to be innocent and emotionally distressed to manipulate others in front of her father.
While being
Callous.
and careless to anyone by herself, Chloe could be cowardly, easily scared of danger, often because caused by a akumatized villain. Despite this change through series, having helped cause some people to be akumatized, her horror and confusion, she found herself their victim for revenge. Despite some of the villains calling out for her of nasty behavior, she disagreed with them. Believing she was good, Chloe sometimes acts a little bit like a child or daddy's girl. Her persevered childness can also be observed through her affinity for role-playing games with Sabrina. Could just be as easily representation of her admiration for Ladybug.
Despite all these traits, Chloe can be courageous as she is willingly helpful when asked by those she is close to or admires, such as helping Ladybug defeat the villain and asking help to the superhero in order to save Adrian from her own akumatized villain. Like her mother, she has a fierce temper when angered. Chloe remains awful most of the time, but she shows a bit more kindness occasionally, expressing happiness when Ladybug is saving her or towards Sabrina. She can also listens to advice at rare moments, like following Ladybug's suggestion to reconcile with Sabrina. If requested for a purpose, particularly by Adrian, so that she can still be friends with him, she knows how to act kind around others, although she often comes off as forced and can't keep it up for long.
On rare occasions, Chloe can be remorseful towards her actions, seen when she apologized to Miss Bustier about forgetting her birthday and that her lashing out in anger caused trouble for everyone. After being deakumatized in Queen Wasp, she sincerely apologizes to Ladybug and Cat Noir for selfishly using her superpowers and for what happening to Pollen because of her actions. And Anne Ministro, her attempts to be a better person continued. Finding Marinette had a crush on Adrian, but decided not to tell because she thought it was a waste of time, with that being on her way being nice, proving that Adrian and Marinette's words left an imprint on her.
Ultimately, Chloe's abrasive and selfish attitude stems from a massive inferiority complex born from the neglect her mother showed her as a child. As seen through their interactions, Audrey cares little for her daughter, even failing to interest her. This has caused Chloe to try and emulate her mother's unpleasant behavior in a vain attempt to win her affection. Additionally, she has shown a lack of self-confidence behind her arrogance, feeling as though she does not have any real value no matter what she tries, even referring to herself as useless to Ladybug and Maledictator. Yet once again, she received the Be Miraculous to finally begin to feel as though she had true worth and value, and after a few missteps showed a true desire to help those around her.
Also in Stormy Weather 2, when she insulted Aurora, and it led her to be akumatized. Chloe, waiting for Ladybug to give her the Be Miraculous, showing she wanted to fix her mistake.
As Queen Bee, she is proud of her abilities and wanted to prove herself to her mother by causing a subway train to go at dangerous speeds to save it so the civilians would be grateful towards her. She didn't care about hiding her super identity in the process, revealing Pollen to the public and transforming in front of everyone. She just wants to be famous, well-known, and well-loved by Ladybug. She also called Nadia Shamak to film her and saving the subway train. However, after a talk with Ladybug, she tearfully reveals that she is aware that no one in her class really likes her and feels useless. When given the Be Miraculous by Ladybug, she heroically feels her defeat when the titular villain gives back the Miraculous without hesitation. Afterwards, she slowly attempts to be a better person by cleaning up her own lair instead of having her butler do it. She is happy that everyone at school threw her a party in honor of saving Paris.
Similar to Cat Noir, Queen Bee has a bit of a habit of leaping before she looks, meaning she is hasty or quick to act. This was seen when she quickly apologized to her father instead of listening to Ladybug's plan first. And when she was eager to fight Assistant Scarlet Moth's akumatized army.
However, in Heart Hunter, Chloe had grown resentful towards Ladybug for being passed up too many times. With her parents akumatized, she hoped that Ladybug would give her the Bee Miraculous so she could save them. Instead, she sees that Ladybug chose other heroine over her and grew very upset. Hawkmoth, who managed to steal the Miracle Box, gave Chloe the real Bee Miraculous and used her anger to manipulate her into turning against Ladybug, all without akumatizing her.
In Miraculous Queen, after Ladybug de-akumatizes her, takes back the Miracle Box and Be Miraculous, and expels her from the French superhero team. Chloe bitterly renounces her loyalty and friendship with Ladybug, officially becoming her enemy. And because of her attitude and positively of how she was raised, Chloe didn't fully understand one main responsibilities about being what a true hero is: selflessness.
By giving up her power, she was unknowingly protecting everyone, including Pollen, from their enemies. Through her actions similar to Hawkmoth, just as he used his family's love to cover his guilt, Chloe used those around her to cover up her desire for power and glory, meaning she tried to take a shortcut to get things she wanted. As Antibug, most of Chloe's personality remains the same, except that she is more vengeful towards Ladybug. She enjoys taunting her and Cat Noir about their teamwork, believing she is weak without them, and Cat Noir is playing second fiddle.
As Queen Wasp, Chloe is prideful and arrogant towards Cat Noir and Ladybug, believing in herself to be more expectational hero, worthy of her mother's praise, and then both of theme. She also wants to prove herself by taking away their miraculouses, and feels guilty towards everyone who dislikes and paralyzes them.
Throughout all the seasons so far, Chloe's trademark catchphrase is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous, in a few various forms, like utterly sorry, utterly despicable, and so on. If nothing goes her way or finds something that's totally absurd, that's when she'll use that phrase.
Utterly ridiculous. That's all for this video.
Bye! See you next